Most people see Nicole Kidman as the Hollywood icon with the flawless red carpet image. But this year, she showed something completely different, something raw, human, and quietly powerful. Because for the first time since her split from Keith Urban, Nicole spent Thanksgiving in a way that surprised everyone, and the moment she shared with her daughters had fans praising her strength more than ever. It wasn't flashy. It wasn't dramatic. It was something much more meaningful. One holiday that revealed exactly how she's choosing to move forward after the end of a 19-year marriage. When Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban confirmed their separation in late 2025, it didn't feel like the end of just another Hollywood relationship. 19 years together, 2 daughters, countless public appearances where they looked inseparable. This was a couple many people believed would somehow last. The split was announced with almost no extra detail, just a calm statement citing irreconcilable differences, leaving fans guessing about what really went wrong. There were whispers online, small hints of tension during certain events, and long stretches where they weren't seen together, but neither of them fed the rumor mill. Nicole's focus immediately shifted to her daughters, Sunday Rose, now 17, and Faith Margaret, 14. At an age where stability matters most, she seemed determined to make sure their world stayed intact, even if her marriage didn't. For weeks after the announcement, Nicole stayed quiet. No dramatic interviews, no emotional social media posts, no subtle digs at Keith, just silence. And in that silence, fans wondered, how was she really handling it? What did life after a nearly 2-decade marriage look like for her? That question would finally get an unexpected answer on Thanksgiving Day. But that wasn't the whole story, because the way Nicole chose to spend the holiday revealed a lot more than fans expected. Instead of disappearing into a private getaway, Nicole stepped out in public, surrounded by family, and without a trace of Hollywood glamour. On Thanksgiving morning, she joined a local turkey trot-style run in Nashville, wearing the same event shirt as everyone else. No makeup, no stylists, no carefully crafted photo shoot vibes, just a mom enjoying the holiday, keeping up with her daughters and her sister Antonia, plus a few extended relatives who came along for the fun. They wore the official Boulevard Bolt 2025 shirts, blending in with thousands of regular families who'd shown up for the run. In a city where she could have easily hidden behind security or stayed away from crowds, Nicole did the opposite. She chose normalcy. She chose community. And more importantly, she chose togetherness. When she later posted a photo from the event, the caption was only 2 words. So thankful Roman 20. No reference to the divorce, no dramatic reflection on heartbreak, just gratitude, simple, quiet, and genuine. That's what caught people off guard. Not the event itself, but the message behind it. A woman who had every reason to retreat instead stepped into a moment that felt honest and unfiltered. And once fans saw the photos, the reaction was instant, but in a way Nicole probably didn't expect. For anyone watching from the outside, this Thanksgiving photo wasn't just a holiday update, it felt symbolic. It showed a woman choosing healing in the most down-to-earth way possible, by being present for her daughters. After months where headlines focused on the end of her marriage, Nicole shifted the energy towards something far more grounded. There's something powerful about seeing a global superstar blending into an everyday family event, especially so soon after a major life change. The choice spoke louder than any interview could. It said she wasn't letting the split define her. She wasn't letting speculation become the center of her story. She wasn't trying to look perfect or polished for the world. She was simply moving forward. Fans noticed how different this felt from most celebrity breakups, where the fallout turns chaotic, cryptic posts, legal drama, or intense online narratives fueled by assumptions. Nicole avoided all of that completely. This holiday moment became a quiet statement about who she is during one of the most vulnerable chapters of her life. But the real surprise came from how people responded, because the internet did something unusual. It praised her. Within minutes of Nicole posting the photo, the comments section lit up with support. Fans called the moment beautiful, empowering, and the definition of grace. Some said they'd never seen her look so at peace. Others pointed out how rare it is for a celebrity to show such a simple, wholesome family moment, especially after a divorce. People weren't celebrating the breakup. They were celebrating her dignity. One comment read, "This is how you move on with class, one day at a time." Another said, "She looks genuinely free. You can feel the peace through the photo." Others praised her for keeping the holiday focused on her daughters instead of feeding the public curiosity around her personal life. What made it even more notable was the contrast with typical celeb divorces, where every update gets turned into a spectacle. Nicole's approach was the opposite. No public shade thrown at Keith. No emotional breakdowns. No dramatic metaphors or vague yet suspiciously timed quotes. Just a calm presence, showing her kids that life moves forward even after major change. And the internet wasn't just reacting to the picture, they were reacting to the energy behind it. But this wasn't just a moment of positivity, it marked the start of something bigger. Thanksgiving wasn't just a holiday for Nicole this year, it was a fresh page. A reset button. A small but meaningful step toward everything that comes next. After nearly 2 decades of marriage, rebuilding isn't easy. But the way she spent the day sent a message that she's choosing stability, connection, and gratitude over bitterness or drama. This is a woman who has navigated some of Hollywood's toughest storms, from highly publicized relationships to personal losses to pressure from a career that's always in the spotlight. Yet every time, she's found a way to rebuild without losing herself. This Thanksgiving showed that resilience again, but in a softer, more intimate form. Her daughters looked happy. She looked genuinely at peace. And in a world where every celebrity move gets overanalyzed, that simple family photo did something more powerful than any statement. It showed healing in real time. With the next chapter of her life unfolding, fans are already speculating. Will she focus more on family? Will she dive into new film projects? Will she explore life as a single woman after nearly 20 years of marriage? Nothing's confirmed, and there's no reason to assume anything yet. But one thing is clear. Nicole isn't rushing into the next headline. She's grounded, present, intentional. And that brings us to the real takeaway of this whole moment. This holiday could have been quiet, heavy, or bittersweet for Nicole. Instead, she turned it into something warm and meaningful, a moment filled with family, fresh air, laughter, and gratitude. And in doing so, she revealed that strength doesn't always show up as big statements or dramatic reinventions. Sometimes it's as simple as tying your running shoes, joining your kids for a morning charity race, and choosing to keep going with grace. Her first Thanksgiving since the split wasn't grand or glamorous. It was human. It was real. And that's exactly why it resonated. Because after 19 years of marriage, a public separation, and months of speculation, Nicole Kidman didn't look like someone weighed down by heartbreak. She looked like someone stepping into a new life, quietly, confidently, and surrounded by the people who matter most. And if this holiday is any indication of what comes next, the next chapter of her story might be her most grounded and empowering one yet.